Hi, it's Shannon and
Caitlin
from Homesteading in the Heartland / Firmament Farmstead. We got to get that figured out. Man, we've been unplugged. I'm sorry we have not been around. We're going to start to post more frequently, maybe once a week. But we needed as a family to be unplugged from doing too much stuff online. Anyway, so I'm going to give a garden update today. This year, overall, we had 1 year that was really bad that we posted with grasshoppers where they line the cattle panels, and we posted that a couple of years back. But this year, the pests, like here's a white butterfly, they're really bad. So our cabbage worms are really bad right now. So when you do organic gardening, I've just resolved the fact that 1/3 of the garden goes to the pests. Even if you use, I use diatomaceous earth for hard-bodied insects, and I use neem oil for soft-bodied insects. And then I have a black light. I can come out here at night and look for the cabbage worms by hand and kill them. But we've been doing stuff as a family and going on vacation, and that takes priority. So what I'm going to show you is what did not work out so good this year is the broccoli. So first of all, I had 27 broccoli planted here, and then a bunny came in and mowed everything down. Bunnies came in and mowed everything down, and then I had some left that I self-seeded and some others that I had left over that I just didn't bring to the market to sell. And this is what happened. So cabbage worms, grasshoppers, you name it. I don't think I'm gonna get anything for broccoli, maybe a couple plants. And then I have one cabbage over here, and you see how bad this is. And we've been spraying neem oil and everything, and it doesn't, that's the droppings from the cabbage worms. And I just want to, we can't find our butterfly net right now to catch them. Otherwise I'd have the boys out here catching the white butterflies and killing them. Anyways, then there's a bright green grasshopper that will bite your plants and give what's called curly top disease. I had it last year too. It doesn't harm, it will stunt the growth of the fruit if you have fruit growing in the process. So I had a really small purple pepper that was over here, and it will stunt the growth of the plant. I have it pretty much on 90% of my plants, of my pepper plants, and probably 50% of my tomato plants. So in the very beginning with pruning, I let pruning go so I could have offshoots of healthy from the bottom grow and outgrow, because the curly top disease, you kind of just have to cut top off the plant and it was not going to grow. You see right here how the leaves are kind of get that glossy curl feeling. Right here you see the curl to the leaves right here, and it just stunts the growth. The leaves should look like this, and they are looking like this. So I just let it go. You can see right here, these aren't going to grow any higher. That got bit by the grasshopper, but then there's an offshoot here that is not affected, and these offshoots will produce fruit. So I was very lenient on pruning in the beginning to allow that, and I did. Now that I'm having to really prune and give some major haircuts because I let everything overgrow, so I would have stuff outgrow the curly top disease and have new offshoots on the side, I'm now having to really go in and prune hardcore. I don't know how many I've done, but I got to finish pruning. This is what happens when you let things overgrow and don't prune because of curly top. I tried to save it, and it is what it is. I'll have more fruit. It's a bit of a mess to go through, but it is what it is. I'm thankful and grateful no matter what. We just roll with the punches. Here we have beans. My beans look fantastic. Here's some dragon tongue beans, and then we have white beans. I have a rogue tomato plant. I need to dig out over there, and a rogue tomato plant over in the peppers too that I will transplant over here. I'll show you that. So then we have some more beans here. Then we have all the cucumbers here, all the peas here. Here's all the cherry tomatoes. So when I was doing my garden planning, I miscounted my rows with cattle panels. So the cherry tomatoes are over here when I wanted all the tomatoes together. And over here I've been planting some more tomatoes on these old cattle panels.
Wait, we also have potatoes here.
Yeah, potatoes.
Trench potatoes.
Yep.
And then we have potatoes in bags.
Potatoes are mashed already?
No, I said trenched potatoes.
Oh, I thought you said mashed potatoes.
And then we have potatoes in bags as well. We've done both.
We have some extra room for some transplant tomatoes that I will throw over here just because some of my tomatoes didn't do too good with the curly top and whatnot and cabbage worms. So these cattle panels used to be straight, or they were over our arch at the front of the garden, and I didn't take all the foliage off one winter and get the rest of the foliage off of the beans I had, the purple potted pole beans I had lining up. I didn't get all the foliage off. Snow caused it with the foliage caught the snow in the winter and actually caved in the arch. So we are just repurposing them and using them this way for fun. And potatoes, we have potatoes in the containers and 2 trenches. And anyway, I just wanted to give you an update of the garden, and for people that still watch us or come to the market and stuff, I've been busy still making soap, but went on a fishing trip, so I got delayed on doing some more pruning in the tomatoes. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it. I do have suckers in the house as well, that when I was pruning in the beginning, you put the sucker, so I can show you on the plant right here. You can take a sucker, whatever grows from inside one of these shoots, and this one, so this would be considered a sucker right here, and I would cut that, a much larger one, and then you just throw it in some water, and then it roots, and this is considered a sucker. So you have fruit on here, and this is just a stem, right? And then you have the main, and you see all these little hairs along, little hairs. So this is a blue cream berry cherry tomato. Tomatoes are supposed to actually grow along the ground and root along the ground, but we started binding them up on things. So it takes so long to start tomato plants from seed. You just cut the sucker, put it in a glass in the house, and then these roots, you'll grow new roots, and then you transplant it. A couple of those over there are from what I started in the house from some suckers. So I do that just in case I have a problem with disease or pests. Then I have backup plants to replace any issues in the garden. The picture of the suckers from the house. Caitlin can do that. I know she can. We'll have lots of salsa and tomato sauce this year, thanks to the Lord. And you guys have a wonderful day. We'll be back doing some new things soon. Take care and God bless. Bye.